Knicks head out west. Four games already down. One after losing to the Sacramento Kings. They go to LA now for the first of two against the Clippers and Lakers respectively. No Jalen Brunson for this one. The Knicks battled. This was a physical matchup. Emmanuel quickly was able to find his groove. R.J. Barrett had his moments. But in a pivotal moment in this game, when you needed your star players to come through, you had a Julius Randle meltdown to end the third quarter. And that, after the Knicks were up by 1 point, would allow the Clippers to gain a 9-0 run headed into the fourth quarter. And that was pretty much all she wrote, man. Kawhi Leonard, the claw, took over and buried the Knicks, man. Knicks lose 106-95. Tough one to lose in L.A. As I said, no Jalen Brunson once again, although Tom Thibodeau has said that the x-rays have come back negative on his foot and he'll be day-to-day. But as I said, opening up, yes, IQ, good game. And you had some moments. You had some moments from, hang on, do we got JD? JD, we got you here?
I'm here. I'm here. I hear everything you're saying. It looks like I'm just frozen.
Yeah, it looks like you're frozen.
I'm good on the back end, but it looks like on the line.
Hang on.
I'm frozen somewhere.
No, we got you back now. A little technical difficulties. We got you back now. But anyway, as I was saying, man, look, you needed your stars to be stars in this game. With Kawhi Leonard putting pressure on this team, we had no answers for him, whether it was Josh Hart guarding him, Julius guarding him, RJ guarding him. The claw is back, playing at an absolute MVP level. 38 points today for Kawhi Leonard. Paul George had his moments in this game, 22 for George. So as I say, you needed your stars to be stars. And with the Knicks down by as much as 14-16 in this game, they were up by one with a couple seconds left in the third quarter, 74-73. And you just saw the way the refs were letting this thing play. I'm a let this thing play kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's fair on both ends. But it was getting very physical out there. And Clippers were getting away with grabbing arms, and it was getting a little chaotic out there. And I just knew that the longer this was gonna go, Julius was gonna lose it. He was gonna become unhinged, and that's what we saw. You saw Julius Randle almost catch Mason Plumlee with a little elbow, a little chin check, if you will. It works in the 90s, but in this day and age, you can't do that. And then he had to be separated by Tibbs, had to be separated by, him and Fournier going at it. And ultimately, Johnny Bryant had to separate him. This is gut check time for this team. How do you respond now? Your 3-game losing streak, that you're now tied with the Nets for the 5th spot in the East. The Heat have won last night. Now you're only 2.5 games up on the Heat with 2 games left to play against them. So how do you respond when your back is against the wall? One of your stars is down. And if Julius can't be that other guy to rally the troops, these guys are going to be cooked, man.
Tough loss for the team. And it's mostly, going into today, I already expected a very, very challenging game because you're playing mostly out of, Norman Powell was out tonight, but it was mostly a healthy Clippers team. And it's also a Clippers team that is starting to get it together. They're on a 3-game winning streak now. They were struggling to figure things out with Russell Westbrook, but now they're looking to find some chemistry. And Kawhi Leonard has been a monster. So the Knicks caught the Clippers at the wrong time of the season. And however, the way the game was going, the Knicks had a chance. Knicks were up 1 close to end the third quarter there. And to me, the game changed when Julius Randle just unraveled. He unraveled on the court. He unraveled on the Clippers. He unraveled on his own team. I mean, he was yelling at everyone that was coming close except Johnny Bryant. Johnny Bryant seems to be the only guy on the Knicks bench that has a semblance of a chance to calm him down.
The one guy, not to cut you off, the one guy who went down to Dallas in the offseason to tell him, this is what we need from you. You have to check that at the door. The organization realized it was a problem, bro, and sent Johnny Bryant to Texas to address the situation.
The most discouraging thing is when you learn something negative in a bad loss. And tonight, what we learned, I think, can actually be more detrimental and more concerning moving forward than anything else that happened. And to me, what I learned today is, one, Julius needs Jalen Brunson back in the worst way.
We need him.
Seems he needs him back in the worst way. Because I thought that maybe if we can get elite guard play from someone other than Jalen Brunson, that will have a positive trickle-down effect on Julius. And tonight, Emmanuel quickly had a 26-point game, but that seemed to make no difference to Julius Randle. So maybe Julius just needs a Jalen Brunson to get back into the game. And then secondly, what I've learned is I'm concerned, CP. I'm concerned about the playoffs. I'm not concerned about the Knicks' ability to win the playoffs. I'm not concerned about the Knicks' ability to potentially upset a Cleveland Cavaliers in the playoffs. I'm not concerned about the roster that we have that can accomplish that. I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about Julius Randle in the playoffs. And the crazy thing is, how can I be more concerned about him in terms of his mindset, his demeanor, his body language than in his actual play? Because I think he can play decent. If Brunson's in the game, I think he'll do well. But maybe he won't, because crunch time is here. Games are starting to get intense. The games are starting to mean something. And it seems like he is just quite not ready yet for the challenge.
Right. But here we go again. Now we lost our point guard, which we didn't have one last year. Yeah. And the Knicks have reverted to the 2022 garbage Randle, garbage Barrett show. And, hey, I'm happy that Quickly played fantastic in Boston, but I think Quickly needs to stay with the second group. And I think you're right, CP. We should start Rose because
no. I didn't say start Rose. I didn't say start Rose. I just said give him McBride's minutes. Give him some minutes off the bench. I ain't starting him.
Either or. You can't play the other guard. The other guard didn't even put up a shot. He was on the court for 7 minutes and did nothing. So I think we do need that extra offense and take some pressure off of RJ and Randle because right now they're the ones that forcing everything up and it's not working. It's like last year. All they did was put up trash, and we didn't go nowhere. So, yeah, I know we got Brunson is hurt. I agree with you. If Brunson's not 100% and he's still got some swelling and some pain in the ankle, he needs to rest.
Yeah.
He needs to rest. We should not force him back because we're going to lose him for more time.
Right.
So I think he rushed back, gave it a little bit, couldn't go after, playing 12 minutes. Hey. I didn't call. I've been calling before. Okay. I left everything alone. But all my people out there, I said it before. We need a point guard, and we need the backup. The pickup of Hart was big for the Knicks because now they got another guy that can play defense and get up and down the court and hit the boards.
Yeah. And one thing
remember I told you I wanted Jay Crowder.
Yes, and appreciate the call, man. One thing you notice with Josh Hart, boy, when he's in, he's in. Josh Hart ain't coming out that game. You know what I mean? Once he goes, he goes.
Fellas, let's get to reality. We got a daunting schedule. Miami, the Raptors, and the Raptors, Miami, and Cleveland are for real, and the Nets, they're for real. The game that we lost to Charlotte, it really hurt us. And when it comes to Randle, shut up. Do what Van Fleet did. He went out, paid $30,000, and he did his gripes, and he said it on the, on the stage. Don't complain and lose the game for us. He's a freaking head case. So Knicks fans, get back to reality. We got a daunting schedule. Let's keep it optimistic. But the Nets, Atlanta, and the Raptors are for real, and they're coming up close. They got easy schedules.
106.95. Knicks lose 3 in a row now. Let's get back on track tomorrow, man. CPJD, we out of here. Peace.
Take my leg, Brunson.